Hello students, I'm Dr. Himanshu Kanpal, and in the previous video, Basics of Phonetics Part 1st, we have discussed what is phonetics, what is linguistics, and the terms like RP and IPA. In this video, we will move further and discuss airstream mechanism, organs of speech, and in general, we'll discuss vowel and consonant sounds. So we are going to start with the airstream mechanism. For the production of speech sounds, we need airstream mechanism. Airstream is the basis of speech sounds. It can also be called moving current of air. The air that flows out of your mouth is modified into speech sounds by the action of certain organs of your body referred to as organs of speech. The air that flows out of your mouth is modified into speech sounds by the organs of speech. Thus, an airstream mechanism is the basis of speech sounds. For the articulation of most speech sounds of most languages, lung air is used. Which air is used? Lung air is used. The air that we breathe out is modified into speech sounds. Now we are going to learn about aggressive pulmonic airstream mechanism. Most languages of the world make use of lung airflow, that is the result of the activities of the respiratory system, which comprises of lung, diaphragm, trachea, etc. Such an airstream is called pulmonic, which means that the respiratory system makes use of lung airflow. Such an airstream is called as pulmonic. This word has come from the word Latin pulmo, which means lung. It uses lung air. The speech sounds uses lung air. When the airstream is used to push air out, it is called aggressive, and when used to draw air in, it is called as ingressive. So what is important here is that all languages make use of aggressive pulmonic airstream for speech sound production. In fact, all the sounds of English, it means the 44 sounds of English, that is the vowel and consonant sounds that we are concerned in the chapter, and most Indian languages are produced with this airstream mechanism. Which airstream mechanism? Aggressive pulmonic airstream mechanism. There are other airstream mechanisms also, such as glottalic and velaric, but here we are concerned with aggressive pulmonic airstream mechanism. Now we are going to move further and talk about the organs of speech and their functions. The various organs which are involved in the production of speech sounds are called speech organs, also known as vocal organs. The organs of speech can be divided into following three groups. Before talking about the secondary function of organs of speech, I am going to talk about the primary function of the organ of speech. The primary functions of the organs of speech are different. Lungs are necessary for breathing. The vocal cords shut tightly, thus restrict the food from entering the windpipe. The tongue is used for differentiating tastes. The teeth are used for chewing food. This is the primary function. And the other function is that organs of speech are involved in the production of speech sounds. So the organs of speech can be divided into the following three groups. The first is respiratory system. We have already talked about the respiratory system. This comprises of the lungs, the muscles of the chest, and the windpipe or the trachea. It is the expiratory lung air, that is the air that we breathe out. Aggressive, that we breathe out, that is the basis for the articulation of most speech sounds, and for this purpose we make use of aggressive pulmonic airstream mechanism. Next is the phonetry system. This comprises of the larynx. Larynx, which is commonly known as Adam's apple, situated at the top of the windpipe. The phonetry system comprises of the larynx, which is commonly called as or known as Adam's apple, situated at the top of windpipe. And the other important thing, that is vocal cords. In the larynx, they are situated a pair of lip-like structures. They are called as vocal cords, which are attached in the front and separated at the back. The opening between the vocal cords is called as glottis. This is very important. The opening between the vocal cord is called the glottis. The vocal cords can be opened and closed. Remember that the vocal cords can be open and closed, and the vocal cords are responsible for producing voiced and voiceless sounds. When the vocal cords are wide apart, such sounds produced with wide open glottis are called as voiceless sounds. When vocal cords come and vibrate frequently, sounds produced are called as voiced sounds. So, in the phonetry system, we have learned about the larynx and the vocal cords. The third is the articulatory system. This comprises of the nose, the teeth, the tongue, the roof of the mouth, and the lips. The articulatory system comprises of the nose, the teeth, the tongue, the roof of the mouth, and the lips, which we are going to study in the diagram. The study of speech organs helps us to determine the role of each organ in the production of speech sounds. Why we are studying this organs of speech, why we are studying these systems, the respiratory system, phonetry system, and articulatory system? Because these speech organs helps to determine the role of each organ in the production of speech sounds. They include the lungs, the vocal cords, and most importantly, the articulators. This we are going to see by the diagram. The diagram is the organs of articulation. The diagram shows the anatomical location of the vocal organs involved in the description of English sounds and consonants. It is not a complete representation of all the vocal organs. The lungs, for example, are not shown in the diagram, but the articulatory system and the phonetry system is shown in the diagram. We are going to start with the upper lip. This is the position of the upper lip. Then there is a lower lip. When we enter inside the mouth, first we are going to see there is the upper teeth, the convex bony part of mouth behind the upper front teeth. This is the convex bony part of the mouth behind the upper teeth is called as teeth ridge or alveolar ridge or alveolum. Then the roof of the mouth becomes concave surface, which is called as hard palate. Then roof of the mouth becomes soft and fleshy. This is called as soft palate. There is a fleshy structure hanging loose at the extreme end of the roof of the mouth is called as uvula, and after uvula we can see pharynx is located. Then we can see the lower teeth, then the position of the nose and the different positions of the tongue, that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, when we move down the pharynx, we can see the phonetry system that comprises of the larynx and vocal cords, and the opening between the vocal cord is called as glottis. Again, we are going to see this diagram. We are going to here talk about the soft palate. Soft palate is important because it acts as a valve in opening and closing nasal passage of air. if it is raised. If soft palate is raised and touches back wall of pharynx, the passage into the nose is closed, air escapes. The lung air, I am talking about the lung air, the air escapes through mouth. The sounds produced are called as oral sounds. Second position is soft palate is lowered, and the passage into the nose is opened because the soft palate is lowered. The passage into the nose is opened. The mouth passage is blocked by closing of the lips or by making tongue touch firmly some part of the roof of the mouth. So the air escapes through nose. The air escapes through nose. Such sounds produced during when the lips and this part of the mouth is closed are called as air escapes through nose. The sounds produced are called as nasal sounds. Now again we are going to see the third position. Soft palate is lowered, thus nasal passage is opened. Oral passage is also not blocked. Both are open. Air escapes from lungs. Will the lung air coming out escapes simultaneously from mouth as well as nose. Such sounds produced are called as nasalized sounds. Okay, now we are going to talk about the articulators. Some articulators move during the production of speech sounds. These are termed as active articulators. Some articulators move during the production of speech sounds. These are termed as active articulators. The lower lip and the tongue are active articulators. Certain articulators remain passive and the active articulators move in the direction of these. These are termed as passive articulators. The upper lip and the entire roof of the mouth is called the passive articulator. I hope this diagram is clear to you. Till now we have learned that organs of speech helps in the production of speech sounds, and we have seen the three different systems: the respiratory system, the phonatory system and the articulatory systems, which are all important in production of the speech sounds. And here we are talking about the 44 speech sounds of English, that is vowel and consonant sounds. One thing more to tell: the tongue positions, like the tongue positions in the diagram, 1, 2, 3, 4 position is given. That is the tip of the tongue, that is the blade of the tongue, and the third one is the front of the tongue, and fourth is back of the tongue. Then the fifth position is root of the tongue. Okay, now we are going to move further. We are going to talk about the vowel and consonant sounds. English has a 26 letter alphabet. When we say that language is an organization of sounds, the sounds produced from the mouth with the help of various organs of speech, which we have learned in the earlier slides, to convey some meaningful message. Written English has a 26 letter alphabet. We all are very much aware of the fact that written English has a 26 letter alphabet. Of these 26 letters, 20 are proper consonants and 5 are proper vowels. The proper vowels are A, E, I, O, U, and the rest other are consonants. Vowels are created by the free passage of breath through the larynx and the mouth. Now, when we have studied the diagram, it is very clear to us that vowels are created by the free passage of breath through the larynx and mouth. When the mouth is obstructed during speech production, most often by the tongue or teeth, the resulting sound is a consonant sound. This is the simple and basic definition of what are vowel and consonant sounds. Now we are going to learn about the 44 sounds of phonemes of English. There are 44 speech sounds of English. When we talk about the phonetics, what we are going to learn in phonetics? We are going to learn the 44 speech sounds of English or Standard English or RP. These sounds are very broadly divided into two categories, namely consonants, these are 24 in number, and vowel sounds, these are 20 in number, which are further divided into two, that is monophthongs or pure vowels, they are 12 in number, and diphthongs, which are 8 in number. The detailed study of monophthongs and diphthongs and consonant sounds we are going to do in the next lecture. If we say that English word shoe, we realize that this word is made up of two sounds, one represented by the letter sh and the other represented by the letter oo. When we produce the sound represented by the letter sh slowly, we realize that during the production of this sound, the air escapes through the mouth with friction. Okay. On the other hand, when we produce the sound represented by the letter oo, the air escapes through mouth freely and we do not hear any friction. So, the sound is represented by the letter sh in the word shoe is a consonant, and the sound represented by the letters oo in the word shoe is a vowel. So, during the production of the consonant sounds, the air escapes through the mouth with friction. Always remember that during the production of the consonant sounds, the air escapes through the mouth with friction, and during the production of the vowel sounds, the air escapes through the mouth freely and we do not hear any friction. Now we are going to look at the basic differences between vowel and consonants. Vowels are basic speech sounds articulated with an open vocal tract. Vowels are basic speech sounds articulated with an open vocal tract. Consonants are basic speech sounds articulated with a partially or completely closed vocal tract. There are 5 vowel letters in the alphabet. There are 21 consonant letters in the alphabet. There are about 20 vowel sounds in English. There are about 24 consonant sounds in English. Vowels are the nucleus of a syllable. Consonants have to be linked with a vowel to form a syllable. This we are going to the fourth point, that is of the nucleus of a syllable, and with the vowel to form a syllable we are going to discuss in detail when we are going to discuss syllable. This is the basic difference between vowel and consonant sounds. I hope everything is clear to you now. We have talked about the pulmonic aggressive airstream mechanism and different organs of speech. That is we have discussed the respiratory system, the phonatory system and the articulatory system, which are important in production of speech sounds. That is, we are talking about the 44 sounds of English, that is vowel and consonant sounds, 24 consonant sounds and 20 vowel sounds. Here I would like to tell you about some of the books, the recommended readings where you can learn more about phonetics. That is T. Balasubramanian's A Textbook of English Phonetics for Indian Students. Another book, T. Balasubramanian's English Phonetics for Indian Students, a workbook. Dr. G.S. Kushwaha's English Phonetics and Pronunciation for Indian Learners. I hope you like the video. Please share, like and subscribe. Till then, have a nice day.